Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and it's time for episode number 20 of our Pokemon Pearl playthrough here on the channel. I should have taken a longer breath before starting that intro. As you just saw, we had a grinding montage because, as we saw in the last episode, we hatched the egg that we had, and actually you can see the team right below, beneath my screen, my face cam, right down there. So we did hatch the egg, we got ourselves a Happiny, or the egg, and it's going to be cool to have a Pokemon on our team that does not disobey above level 30, at least until we get a later badge. But I grinded for about... First of all, is it grinded or ground? Either way, I did the grinding for like 2 hours straight. I had to take a break. I didn't want to overload with too much grinding in the footage, the video there, and I just basically wanted to come back and talk to you guys a little bit more about things that are, going on the channel and videos coming up and stuff like that. So we're here in Floroma Town for the time being. What I'm going to do for this episode, I'm going to do a little bit of on-screen training. I might actually try to take care of some of the trainers I have ignored for the time being so that I didn't get over-leveled. I don't know. I kind of want to be careful. I know what we can do. I can check out the spooky haunted house in Eterna Forest, actually. That'd be a nice little change of pace. Alright, so first of all, let's do our team recap. First up is our newly hatched Happiny, Shelly. She is at level 15. I got her halfway to where I want her to be. I'm gonna aim to have her about level 30-ish, close to the rest of the team right now. But for the time being, she's level 15. She is a docile Pokemon. She has the Serene Grace ability, and the moves are Pound, Charm. She learned Copycat and Sweet Kiss as well. She also learned Refresh. Didn't really need Refresh. I just kind of got rid of that. I like Pokemon Refresh, though, in Gen 7, but that's about it. So next we have, as you see right there, Saul sneaking in here at level 29. One more level, and he's not going to listen to us. He's holding the amulet coin. I got him from my friend Vibrant way back in the day. He's a naive Pokemon. The ability is Keen Eye, and he has Cut, Feint Attack. He did learn Icy Wind. Actually, I didn't mention this, but as I was going towards the earlier part of the game to start training up Shelly, Soul and Jiggy got caught in a battle together, and by some random chance of luck, they both managed to level up. So Soul learned Icy Wind. He also has Taunt for the moveset as well. So we finally have an Ice-type attack, although... Just 1 second, Jiggy. Slow down there. Slow your roll, buddy, or your roll out, which you actually don't have. Icy Wind is a special-type attack. Special attack is like half of what his physical is. So, I mean, it's still good for the typing. Anyway, Jiggy is up next, our level 29 Jigglypuff. He also leveled up, as I said. He is a gentle Pokemon. Cute Charm is the ability he's boasting. And he has Strength, Thunder Wave. He learned Body Slam, which I was looking to get. I was actually hoping to get myself a Body Slam on this Pokemon here. I had to replace a move, and he also has Snatch. I wanted to keep that because it's kind of a unique move from an earlier generation. But I got rid of Rest for the time being. The reason is, as soon as we can get to a move deleter, I'm going to replace Strength and probably get Rest back from a TM. I'm pretty sure that Chansey can learn Strength. Now, I'm not sure exactly if that's true or not, but if Shelly can learn Strength when she evolves up, I'll be giving her Strength, and let's get Jiggy with that Body Slam, which is kind of better, I'd say, for Jigglypuff. A good chance to paralyze. And what's the power? It's actually stronger than Strength. Okay, I like that. So we also have another Pokemon adding to the team right here. Gary, our Gyarados from back in the Kanto region. He is level 29. So now that well, actually, I don't know how to do this. I'm just going to say, was I going to actually start using him? But I wanted to wait for the entire team to get to level 29 before adding him in. So now I'm second guessing it. But then I'm thinking, Jiggy comes from an earlier game and we're already using him, so I might hold off on Gary. I won't use him until we get our Happiny / Chansey / maybe Blissey up to level 29, but he's here for moral support, just like Shelbert and Pikachu. He is a naive Pokemon, which I forget what that does. He has Intimidate, which is going to help us against any physical opponents. He has Double Edge, Waterfall, Earthquake, and Rain Dance. I could probably, I don't know, 120 power. I was thinking I could give him Strength instead. Doesn't have Recoil, but this hurts so much more. And what I like about Gen 4, Waterfall is now physical. So, we don't have to worry about the somewhat low special... Jiggy, stop stealing the spotlight! Excuse me, of course it's my fault, I'm hitting the wrong button. I'm not going to worry about that low special attack, making Waterfall not as powerful. 88 attack stat, physical-based water attack, very good. Oh yeah, I can use it outside of battle once I get the right badge, too. Excuse me. Can't speak without coughing up a lung, apparently. And, of course, as I said, Shelbert we got for moral support, Pikachu we got for moral support, that's about it. It's now time to maneuver on towards Eterna Forest and check out the spooky, what is it called? The Old Chateau, I believe. So I do not think there are any trainers to take on here. It is currently Thursday evening, so I can't even get an encounter over at the Drifloon out by the Valley Windworks. But not that I wanted to, it was level 22, I believe, last time we fought it, and I was kind of scared about that. We did manage to defeat it, but a level 15 Happiny with nothing to hit it with, not the best. Quickest way to get to where we're heading. I'm going to cut up through here. In fact, could I teach Rock Smash to our Gyarados? Maybe. But again, I'm going to try to hold off on using Gary for any serious purposes until we can get our whole active team up to level 29. And then, the other 3 Pokemon, Sol, Jiggy, and Gary, we're going to try not to level them up if we can help it until we get a proper badge. So the reason I'm recording this at night, the night before the video goes up, is because tomorrow is when the field research update, or, you know, just the research update in general for Pokemon Go should be happening. I want to get out there as soon as possible, start getting as much of that stuff taken care of and recorded for you guys as I can. Alright, so I'm kind of concerned about the levels in here. Let's see what we see. There's an... Have they always been lit up like that? I don't remember the windows being all glowy purpley. Huh. We have a level 10 Cascoon. So this will be my next area to train up Shelly. What I tend to do, if you didn't notice in the grinding, was do, you know what we're actually going to do? Is just walk away from this. It's going to take too long, so keep hardening up. But what I like to do is train my Pokemon to be 5 levels above the wild Pokemon in each area. Once we're there, I move on. And that's going to be the way we go. So I think there's some Pokemon in here that are higher than level 10. And if so, we'll use them for experience. Hey, it's a Misdreavus! Probably going to be, though, if we take on a Ghost type. What can Shelly really do to that? Not too much. Alright, is there anything back here? It looked kind of conspicuous. I don't think there's anything over that way. So let's just pop on in. Are we getting in over our heads here? This place really kind of freaked me out one time. I'll explain the story after we're done in here. So we can't even touch this Ghastly. Level 12. Oh, if it goes for, like, Astonish, we can copycat that. Let me just try something. I'm going to Charm it, just to see if it does anything. Well, this is going to be a problem. We can't switch out now. Huh. Well, at least it can't touch us with, Astonish. Just don't have Curse and we'll be okay. So I'm going to copycat your next move. Well, at least we're going to copy... Oh no, Curse works different for us because we're not a Ghost type. Huh. This presents a problem. I got to keep healing up and hope that it goes for Astonish, or it might have Lick as well. But we got potions, we can heal up. I think, for the purposes of exploration, I'm not going to be able to fight these things. Yeah, no effect, but we should be able to copycat that. Curse has boosted our attack as well. So how much can we do in response? Come on, Shelly, you can pull through this. That was a critical, too. Alright. This is scarier than it needs to be. This is the first fight of the episode. Why is this happening? Wait, I could Sweet Kiss it, too. Alright, I gotta heal up first, though. I believe I have Super Potions. That's gonna be the way to go here. At least we're getting more attack stat, too. Anyways, yeah, so for Pokemon Go, let's try not to focus on the dread that's happening here in the game. Pokemon Go should be pretty interesting. I've actually recorded the intro for this upcoming video twice. Once was because I basically messed up and didn't put all the information out there that I wanted to. The second time was that I was expecting I was going to be able to start doing the research as soon as I started the game earlier today. That wasn't the case. The research wasn't in yet, so it's going to be tomorrow, I believe. One sec, I'm going to turn the fan my way. There we go. Oh, get rid of my copycat? Come on. By how much? Did it say 5? I didn't even pay attention. I'm too flustered. Kiss this thing. Oh, if we had copycat, we would have got it right there. Alright. So either you hit yourself, or you go for Lick, we copy that, we take you down. I might as well tell you the story right now, what's going on here. Okay, so, something interesting to note with the Game Boy, or sorry, the DS. The original Nintendo DS had a slot for Game Boy Advance cartridges. And if you played Diamond, Pearl, or Platinum, yes, knocks itself out. Woo! I believe I'm going to lead with our fastest Pokemon, so we can just run from these things. If I could just get a TM... Well, you know what? This might not be a bad place to train if we can use that strategy. I'll consider that as part of the grinding. It's going to make sure I have a lot of potions, though, is the thing. But we're going to leave with Sol as we explore this place. So the Game Boy Advance... Or sorry, it appears as if it is glaring. The Nintendo DS had a Game Boy Advance slot, if I can remember what I'm talking about. It was, you could put in a game, and based on what Pokemon game you put in the Game Boy Advance slot, you would get some sort of special effects sometimes in Diamond, Pearl, or Platinum. One of the things that you got sometimes was different Pokemon appearing in the wild in the DS game based on what Game Boy Advance cartridge was in the Game Boy Advance slot. So what was kind of cool was that I'm going through here, as you might see, of course, you saw there's Wild Ghastly, you might see that there are Wild Haunter in here as well. And normally you never see a Wild Trade Evolution Pokemon, right? So, wait, I'm going to explain a little bit more later on, once we maybe see something happen. I don't want to spoil something here, but basically, we saw a Pokemon in here that we weren't expecting to see. Excuse me, to see. I can't speak, I'm getting all choked up. The poisonous air of all the ghastly in here is getting to me. Ooh, what's this? An old gâteau. That means cake. In French, I believe. What does that do? I think it just heals a status condition. Where are you? It's in the medicine, of course. Heals all the status problems of a single Pokemon. Yep, okay. Is there anything we can check out in here, though? Pokemon magazines, Pokemon Pal, Pokemon Handbook, adorable Pokemon, Pokemon magazines, exact same ones. There's nothing to check out in here. Is there any hidden items? Hang on. I'll get my item finder up. Not that the item finder can see. And if the item finder can't see it, then what luck do we have? Alright. But another thing about this place is a special ghost-type Pokemon does appear in here. I'm not sure if it's now or if it's later on, but we'll have to find out. Pop in here, we get ourselves a Dread Plate. Another one of those plates. Text engraved on the back. 2 beings of time and space set free from the original one. Original one what? Chock full of Pokemon books and Pokemon photo collections and all this good stuff. Alright, any hidden items in this room? No. Was that TV on first time? I don't think... It might have been. I wasn't paying attention. Alright, let's pop over into there and see what's happening. Is there anything in the trash? The trash can is empty, okay. Just like Lieutenant Surge's gym. It's on TV. The TV has an oddly malevolent feel. It's as if it's staring. Ew. It's like that scary movie about the TV that did the thing with the kid. You know what I'm talking about. It's a Ghastly! Ah! Level 13. Yeah, so I mean, this wouldn't be a bad place to train, because they're not going to hit us with Lick, and we can just copycat that. So I'll probably get, try to get Shelly up a few levels here. Okay, what else was I talking about? You guys have any really weird paranormal stories to share? Like, this house we've had some kind of funny situations with over the years. I don't know if I should tell you any of them because they're kind of super spooky, but I don't know. There was one. What is this? Hang on. Looks like Eggman staring at us. Do you guys see that? And it's gone. Alright. There was one situation where one night there was someone over, and apparently in the corner of the room she said she saw the substitute TM, but behind the substitute TM was this like young girl figure, and didn't know what to make of it, and she said to me, you know, Chaz, who's that? And apparently in my sleep, I don't remember any of this, but in my sleep apparently I said, that's just Sarah. And then she said this Sarah figure moved across the room towards her, and then she doesn't remember what happened after that. So it's like, I don't remember that happening. I clearly do not know who Sarah is, if she is anybody, if she's here right now. I don't want to anger the spirits or anything. just trying to get something to trigger here if I can make it happen. There's supposed to be a pretty spooky kind of thing that goes on here. I don't know if it's going to trigger, though. I don't know if you need to do something special to make it happen or not. You might, and I might not be able to do it just yet. But, oh well. So what's with this TV? Oddly malevolent feel, it's like it's staring. Alright, so nothing is happening just yet. Maybe we gotta check out, is there more to this place we can check out? Or like I said, this might be something that we need maybe another gym badge to make happen. But if you guys have had any sort of spooky, scary, ghost-like, paranormal activity things going on, if you're not scared to mention it, feel free to share down in the comments. I did have something that wasn't exactly, I wouldn't call it like ghost-like, but I had something strange happen one time. I was looking out the window. I wasn't home. I was out somewhere, and I looked out the window, and I saw what I clearly will say is like almost a perfectly perfectly round silver sphere in the air, and I was just staring at it. I was transfixed on it, and I was like, "What am I looking at?" Like it was moving, and it wasn't like going up or down. It was like moving diagonally across a pretty busy street. Like it was, say, 30 feet in the air, maybe like that, and it was slowly moving away from me into the distance. And I was watching it, trying to figure out what am I looking at, because it didn't make any sense. I was thinking if it's like maybe one of those silver helium-filled balloons, maybe someone was carrying it, holding it on, by the string down the street. But for one thing, the balloon, whatever it was, the sphere, the orb, was not being jostled by the wind. Another thing, with the way the traffic was going on the street, back and forth, there is no way a person was walking across that traffic as slowly as that orb was moving. Now, when it got to the other side of the street, it came back across, still moving away from me. And I kept watching for several minutes as it sort of like zigzagged back and forth across the street. Again, a very busy street, and then it was simply gone out of sight. No one else saw it, and I was like, what did I just see? It was very strange. Strange indeed. Alright, so I'm not getting anything to trigger here. Maybe if I run in the hall, someone's going to try to stop me. Oh, someone's trying to stop me. So if we don't get any spookiness to trigger, I'll probably come back here later and continue my little ghost story. Because it's kind of an interesting one, and it was really cool what happened. I want to tell you now, but I kind of don't. You need to sort of see something for yourself. Alright, let's just check one more time upstairs. Stop attacking, you ghost. I'm not ready for the training yet. I'll get to you in a moment. Actually, once I'm done recording this video, I might do the grinding immediately just to get it over with. I also, well, what I want to do, get Shelly to the point that she can take on some of the trainers that we skipped by, because I would love to make use of all the berry fields again, but it's just hard avoiding all those trainers every single time. Okay. Maybe we have to go in a certain room first. And I could probably do, hang on, we have the cleanse tag, right? I just want to try to make this happen. Let's give this to Saul. Take the amulet coin for the time being. There we go. So nothing should attack us in the wild. I just want to see if we can make things happen. So I'm pretty sure it has to do with that room over there. The one to the left that I'm going into right now. Come on, something's got to happen in here. I know it. It happened before. It'll happen again. Or was it over in this room? Or was it into the far left room, sorry. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I'm sure you guys have seen a playthrough of this if you haven't already played it yourself. You know what I'm trying to get to happen. It does not seem to want to work for me. Let me try one more time. I'm going to go into the left room first. Now, I might have to come back here with some later on badges, I think. As if it's staring, okay. Don't you just love the music here, too? I'm pretty sure I used this for one of my Halloween videos, back when I would do like the regular news updates and have different kind of background music for it. I think I used this. Or it might have been the spooky house. If you missed it, go back 10 seconds, look at the room on the right. A little girl. Kinda scared. Was this room always empty? That was spooky. Can we get her to come back? Nope. Now there is one more thing we can see in this place too. Seeing the little spooky girl might have triggered it. Hashtag triggered. Let's see. I've got the cleanse tag. I guess it's not a sure thing to get rid of all encounters, just like lessens them, I suppose. Alright, I thought, is this some sort of like scripted attack? What if it was and I just completely missed out on it? Oops. It was a female Ghastly. So what else is there to see in here? I know there's one more thing. But can we get it to happen? I think it's going to happen as you come into the room. I'm not going to get to see the other thing, I don't think. We're almost out of time for the episode. Let's see if we can get one final thing to happen, though. Let's go back up here. Maybe we got to get the girl to appear. So let's go in here first. And go one more over here. Oh, she's not coming back. Alright, I'm going to go back to that TV. Because if you don't know, something does happen. Just not yet. I don't think I have to stand here and wait. I don't think so. Alright, well, let's just call it quits for now. I can return at some point. I'm going to try one last time for one more little spooky appearance, and then we'll just call it a day, because, oh, right there, time is up. So I'm almost ready to do some more grinding, which I'm kind of looking forward to. I would like it better if Shelly could actually hit harder, because she doesn't really do a lot of damage to the opponents. I was thinking of giving her some TMs, but I kind of don't know what to give her just yet. I might hold off on that. Come on, where's the other... it's not going to happen. There is supposed to be something that happens in this dining room, though. But for the time being, we're going to pop one out of here. So I'll just tell you what actually I was talking about. Since we saw the little girl. So... wait, does anything happen if I come down here? I think someone tried to tell you something about it. No. Alright, we're just going to end it off here. But with the Game Boy Advance game of my Pokemon, I believe it was Pokemon Ruby, in the Game Boy Advance slot, and playing Pokemon Pearl on my DS, after I saw that spooky little girl walk out of that room, I went in there to check it out, and I didn't see anything going on. So as I went to leave the room, I got attacked by a wild female Gengar. A trade evolution Pokemon in the wild. As soon as I was looking at the game, Gengar came in and says, wild Gengar appeared. I kind of froze up, and my nephew was here with me in the room, and I said to him, what am I looking at? I showed him, he's like, catch it! And I was like, I think I'm going to, but we were both shocked by the revelation. Why is there a wild Gengar? And how freaky was it that a spooky little girl walked out of the room, nowhere to be seen, and then a female Gengar showed up? That was kind of spooky, kind of creepy. But anyway, I made that catch way back in the day. But that is going to be a wrap for today's episode. So, sorry not too much was accomplished, but I kinda needed, also kinda needed, to break up the grinding a little bit, have a little bit more interaction with you guys out there. So yeah, any spooky ghost stories you want to share, feel free to do so down in the comments below. I think we shared a number of, well, I shared a number of things thus far. If I get any more spooky stories when we go back here and check out the rest of this place, I can let you know those as well. I could probably conjure up a few things. Shouldn't use the term conjure up. That's kind of spooky. Anyway, thank you for watching today's episode, folks. If you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like down below. If you want to check out the rest of these series, you can check out the link in the description to the entire playlist of Pokemon Pearl. Next episode will not be up until Monday. We'll have another episode of Pokemon Pearl, episode 21. Hopefully, we'll have our Pokemon, our Happiny, all trained up and ready to roll to take on the next area, the next route leading to Veilstone? Veilstone City, I think, where our third Pokemon Liege... It is time to stop, I can't speak. Our third Pokemon League badge waits for us. But if you want to see some more videos that I have done, even more tongue-tied twistiness, feel free to check out the links during the outro to some of the videos that I've done. Plus, you can always subscribe to the channel for some more daily Pokemon content, including those videos from Professor Chaz. With all that, it is now time to sign off. Thank you once again, folks, for watching. Professor Chaz is signing off, and I'll catch you next time.